Hi! I am doing a quick review this week on my Denman paddle brush. You guys have asked me to review this and I promised to in my last video. You can go back and watch that if you'd like to see what else is coming up by way of review. I've got a lot of stuff coming up, so just be patient with me. I'm just going to do one review a week. This review is for the Denman paddle brush. As you know, I swear by the Denman styling brush. The Denman styling brush is something that was requested or was suggested in Lauren Reynolds' book Vintage Hairstyling quite some time ago, and I had just been using a standard like grocery store goodie brand vent brush for my vintage styles before that, which worked out fine. But this was specifically marketed as something that stylists use because it takes away static. It kind of controls static as you brush. And it also, the bristles here are really sturdy, so it's really wonderful for brushing out a retro set, because as all of you know, when you do a retro set, especially a wet set, it's going to cause there to be, kind of have to be careful when you maneuver brushing curls, and you just want to make sure your brush is conducive to that. So this brush is ideal for brushing out a retro set, and it's really great for pulling in waves, like these waves here on the side. I've definitely the best brush I've ever found for doing that. There are other ways to pull in waves. You can use a comb, you can use a natural bristle brush, but I've just found that for controlling static and controlling frizz, this is just the best brush I've ever tried. But I have been seeing a lot of people using paddle brushes on YouTube, and paddle brush is something that I haven't had in years and years. I think I used to have one so many years ago. But this paddle brush, the thing that makes this so special is that it is also by Denman. And Denman just makes amazing, excellent brushes for vintage styling. So I wanted to make sure and mention this to you. I purchased this about 3 months ago and I've been using it religiously. One of the things I find it is best for is just brushing out your hair at the end of the day. It is just the most wonderful. The little knobs, the little brush, you can see on this brush that it's just nylon bristles, like kind of plastic nylon bristles, and there's no like there's no little head at the end. It's not like a it doesn't have anything really to protect your head. It's very, it doesn't hurt, but it's not really very soothing to brush with this, whereas this has all these little knobs at the end of each one of the bristles, and the bristles are just plastic, and it has this cushion that's very soft. And it's just an amazing brush for brushing your hair at the end of the day. One of the main reasons being that it massages your scalp. And it's such a wonderful massage for the scalp that it's just so soothing to use this brush. And for that reason, this is the only brush I use at the end of the day. It's also excellent for first brushing out your retro set, especially if you're using something, if you don't have a super large amount of, if you don't have a whole lot of product in your hair, you'll find that this brushes through the curls really easily. I find it a really great initial brush to use right after I've taken my rollers out, and then I'll use this to pull the waves in and to kind of maneuver the curls, or to mold the curls. So this is definitely one of my favorite purchases in the last few months, and so I wanted to mention it. That's the Denman paddle brush. Think if there's anything else I wanted to say about it. I would say if you have really long, coarse hair, it's going to be a really, really great one, because when you brush your scalp and you're massaging your scalp, it kind of helps to release those natural oils that are in your scalp, so it's going to help condition your hair. And for those of you who have curly hair, I know that so many of you have asked me, how do you do retro styles with curly hair? And one of the keys to doing retro styles with curly hair is to keep your hair brushed, because that's going to bring that natural wave pattern in. You're going to see the natural waves that are there, and this is going to be an ideal brush for brushing curly hair. It's going to, you know, really, really help you to pull those waves in. And if your hair is really thick and this isn't enough of a bristle to get through the thickness of your hair, I would at least give it a try, because I can't imagine something working better than this. So give me your input on that part of it. But other than that, that's all I have to say about that. Ask me any questions you'd like in the comments below, and I will link this brush at Sally Beauty also in the comments. So that's all for this week. We'll talk to you later. Bye.